Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. As always, we're sponsored by Deters Consulting, Parks Yoga. Check us out on all of our platforms, and let's get rocking. Well, today's number one show is going to be the governor's race in Kentucky, featuring yours truly. Get out and vote if you haven't for me already. I really would appreciate it. I'm excited about today. We'll be at the studio at 2081 Centennial Drive, Independence. If you'd like to come out tonight, 6 o'clock on and hang out with us. Bottom line is, folks, I'm excited about today. I think we got a real chance. My people are going to the polls. We'll see what happens. The Durham report, beyond disturbing, we have a corrupt Justice Department and a corrupt FBI. And it manifested itself when Durham says that everything relative to this Russia was a load of horse hockey. All of it. We then find out that the 51 intelligence officers signed the letter from Hunter Biden. Brennan admits it was horse hockey. Now we have everything that's going on relative to Hunter's prosecution. I mean, folks, when your Justice Department, our Justice Department, and our FBI is this corrupt, our country's in trouble. It's in trouble. John Brennan, by the way, is the one that actually told an intelligence committee that it was all made up. 51 intelligence officers lied to the public to elect Joe Biden. And as I've always pointed out, look at the consequences of Joe Biden winning the election. Look at all the bad things that have happened to this country because Joe Biden was president. Ukraine war doesn't happen. What's going on our border doesn't happen. Energy dependence doesn't happen. On and on and on. Ferrari says they're sticking to combustible engines. No electric engine for them. Good for them. We need to keep some muscle cars. 5 whistleblowers are now on the Bidens. You talk about somebody who is just crumbling. The problem is the damage that this man has done to this country is immeasurable. Rudy Giuliani. He's being sued by a former employee who claimed that he wanted her to give him oral sex while he talked on the phone. You know what, folks, to Trump, I want to tell you something. Rudy Giuliani, I used to love the guy. I did. He was great. But he's become something, I don't know if it's alcohol, old age, but he's just become an old pervert. You see what Sacha Cohen busted him doing in his movie? I mean, it's real. Poor old Rudy. IRS has fired the whistleblower or taken the whistleblower and the team off the Hunter Biden case. Wow. Imagine that. Martha Stewart at 81 gets to pose in a swimsuit for Sports Illustrated. How cool is that? You go, Martha. James Comer, one of the top witnesses, they can't find the witness now. How does that happen? Here we go. Here we go. 59% of Americans oppose the debt ceiling raise. That's how fed up average Jane and Joe Americans are with this baloney debt. 59% oppose it. And then we have Americans getting kicked out of a New York hotel, homeless Americans for illegal immigrants. The America that we are today. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. Coming up next, Bulldogtv local news. Ladies and gentlemen, American Jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to Bulldogtv Local News, sponsored by Deters Consulting, Parks Yoga, and check us out on all our platforms. Top story is the Kentucky governor's election. Please make sure you go vote for Deters. That's all I want to tell you. You got till 6 p.m. to get in line and vote. Law and crime. ATF officials are looking for Chad Bauer and Rodrigo Allen for trafficking firearms in the Cincinnati area. The ATF is offering a $2,500 reward per fugitive. Both should be considered armed and dangerous. Last night around 10:30 p.m., police were called to the 300 block of Central Parkway in Clifton. Police arrived to find 2 men in a hotel parking lot suffering from gunshot wounds. One of them was shot several times, resulting in life-threatening injuries. The Hamilton County Sheriff's Office will enforce a no-tolerance policy towards juveniles at the Anderson Town Center. Numerous reports of unruly behavior from juveniles has the department cracking down. Under the new policy, underage offenders will be detained and charged instead of just being sent away from the area. In local news, downtown Cincinnati's business identity has shrunk lately as many office workers continue to work from home. Terrible. As a result, downtown is becoming more of a residential hub and food entertainment district. Over the past 5 years, over 2.3 million square feet of office space has been converted to residential properties. That's not all bad either. Kentucky state news. Some Kentucky lawmakers have concerns about the initiative to retire coal-fired power plants. Yours truly, too. Some feel doing away with fossil fuel could affect the reliability and resilience of the electric grid. It will. Lawmakers have introduced a new bill which required criteria must be met before retiring a plant. I agree. A new requirement for the Government Assistance Program, SNAP, could leave 17,000 Kentuckians at risk for losing the aid. Starting in July, adults between the ages of 49 will be required to document 20 hours of employment per week. I don't know. Not all bad. A recent report shows that the road rage incidents are increasing. No kidding. The last 4 years, significant increase. Warren County is the current statewide leader for road rage cases, and they're hunky-dory. And sports, the Cincinnati Reds unveiled a new alternative uniform this week. Nike has partnered with Major League Baseball to create a new look for each team. The Reds will debut their updated uniforms this Friday. Cincy. The Reds lost the Rockies 9-8. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Coming up next, Jamie Spindley and his World News.
Bulldog Nation, the latest world headlines. 20 people are missing in the Shire River in Malawi, Africa. Their canoe was hit by a hippo. The river is infested with crocodiles and hippopotamuses. A heavy day of missile attacks on the Ukrainian capital Kyiv. 18 missiles were fired, but Ukrainians' air defenses took them out. Russia is saying their missiles had hit all their targets. A fire in a youth hostel in New Zealand has killed 6 people. More than 50 people were rescued, and there are several unaccounted for. The cause of the fire is still unknown. In sports, Leicester City lost 3-0 to Liverpool last night. Leicester City remains second to bottom in the EPL. Today is voting day. Get out there and vote, Kentuckians, and vote for Eric Deters for governor. Until tomorrow, take care.